About 30 seconds in, Zahid fakes a lefty single after Finesilver escapes from some light wrist control. This fake was not meant to get a shot, more so just meant to make Finesilver react, as Zahid does often, and react he did. Finesilver tried to counter with his own righty single, got a piece of it, and tried to pull himself in, but the shot wasn't amazing, and so Zahid was able to throw his hips down, sprawl, and catch a head and arm. Finesilver really needed to either cut an angle, circle to the right to alleviate Zahid's weight, or probably just let go of the shot, make Zahid sprawl, and see what he can get after the fact. It's important in wrestling not to overcommit to bad shots like this. If he lets go of the leg as soon as Zahid drops his hips, there's a chance he can slip out of the front headlock or get better control of it because of a faster reaction. Regardless, Zahid locks his hands around the head and arm, pulls his left elbow down and in over top of Finesilver's right arm, folds it under, and rolls Finesilver twice across his back, giving him a 4-0 lead. This move is taught often in freestyle practices and can be very strong. I've seen Zahid make someone pass out with this before. It's just incredibly tight around the neck, and when you push that arm you have control of, it's very difficult to stop. Finesilver's only hope is that he can slip out of it before it gets this tight. Maybe pull the left elbow down, reach into the armpit with his right hand, look away, and do a sucker drag. But if it gets tight quickly, then you don't have time for all of that. 50 seconds in, Zahid has a righty collar. Finesilver goes for his own righty collar tie. Zahid pulls his collar tie down and slips off of it, which forces Finesilver to pull his head up a little. Common reaction to this. Then Zahid fakes a lefty high crotch before going lefty single. This series of movements is so awesome to see, and I wish I saw more of our guys do it. This is how Gable Stevenson wrestles, and some others. Going from a tie-up to a fake to a shot is difficult to keep up with. You're forcing reactions out of your opponent, which makes the final shot that much easier to get a good position on. Zahid pops his head to the outside to come up with a righty double, drives it forward to try to get feet to back, which would be 4, but is only given the takedown, even though he pulled the bottom leg up and rolled Finesilver. I'm assuming this didn't count for a set of back exposure because he went out of bounds, though I've seen this kind of thing easily count, so I'm confused here. Minute in, Zahid has his righty collar tie again. Finesilver punches a collar tie, and so Zahid disappears underneath to a lefty single again. Finesilver circles away from the shot to sprawl, which is what he should be doing, but doesn't get enough hip pressure. His chest isn't high enough. He's reaching over for maybe a crotch lock, which releases hip pressure and allows Zahid to easily pop his head out on that same side again and come up to a double. This time Zahid lifts Finesilver up in the air with the double, then pulls the legs in and puts Finesilver to his back, which is feet to back, giving him the 10-0 tech fall in a little over a minute.